Hello everyone. In today's session, we will learn about the history of modern India, okay, through the MCQs. This session is important for UPSC EPFO as well as other competitive examinations. So let us start with the first question. Here comes your first question. Who was the first president of Harijan Sevak Sangh? Option A, Jagajeevan Ram. Option B, Ghanshyam Das Birla. Option C, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. And option D, Amitlal Thakkar. Okay. So the correct answer is option B, that is GD Birla. Here is the explanation. Birla Sahib, also known as GD Birla, was the first president from September 1932 to April 1959, and Thakkar Bapa was the first secretary. His tenure was from September 1932 to January 1951. Okay. So remember this. Although we associated the name of Mahatma Gandhi with Harijan Sevak Sangha, but its first president was Birla Sahib. Okay, and the first secretary was Thakkar Bapa. And the second point is Harijan Sevak Sangha was founded by Mahatma Gandhi in the year 1932. Okay, so there are two important points. First one is first president of Harijan Sevak Sangh was G.D. Birla. Second point is first secretary was Thakkar Bapa, and the important personality in founding the Harijan Sevak Sangha was Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so let us move to the next question. The question is, Subhash Chandra Bose was chosen as president of Congress in Tripuri session of Indian National Congress in the year 1930. Where is the Tripuri town situated? Okay, or in which state Tripuri is situated? First, first option is West Bengal. Second is Maharashtra. Third is Madhya Pradesh, and last one is Gujarat. Okay, so you have to tell the location of Tripuri. Let us see the answer. Tripuri is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Tripuri is a town near Jabalpur in the state of present Madhya Pradesh. Okay, also we have to note that Haripura is in present day Gujarat. Okay, so here the important point is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was president of Indian National Congress for two consecutive years, 1938 and 1939. 1938 session of Indian National Congress was held in Haripura, while in 1939 he defeated Pattabi Sitaramaya, the proxy candidate of Mahatma Gandhi, and 1939 session was held in city of Tripuri. So Tripuri is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, let us move to the next question. The question is, Haripura session of Congress remains a milestone in Indian freedom struggle because option 1, it declared war on British Empire. Option B, it appointed Jawaharlal Nehru as the future Prime Minister of India. Option C, it is because of the introduction of the idea of planning commission. And option D, the acceptance of Government of India Act 1935 and the Congress by the Congress. It is by the Congress, sorry, and is mistake here. So what do you think? Haripura session of Congress remains an important milestone for which of the following reason? It is a question asked by UPSC CDS examination. So think about it. Let us move to the answer. Haripura session is important because of the introduction of the idea of planning commission. Okay, so let us see more about the National Planning Committee. The first attempt to develop a national plan for India came up in the year 1938. Okay, in that year, Congress President Subhash Chandra Bose had set up a National Planning Committee with Jawaharlal Nehru as its president. Okay, so often we confuse that between the who was the president of National Planning Committee. Actually, the president of Indian National Congress of that year was Subhash Chandra Bose in 1938. But the important point to remember is that the president of National Planning Committee was Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay. Here comes the second point. However, the reports of the committee could not be prepared, and only for the first time in the 1948-49 for some papers come out. Means what? There was no definite conclusion of National Planning Committee. Okay, some papers came out in 1948-49, and that was only the result of that National Planning Committee. Okay, so let us move to the next question. India Independence League was founded by option A Lokmanya Tilak, option B Subhash Chandra Bose, option C C.R. Das, and option D Ras Behari Bose. Okay, so you have to find out who was the founder of India Independence League. Okay, so the founder of India Independence League was Ras Behari Bose. Here is the explanation. To remove the British colonial rule over India, Ras Behari Bose, a veteran freedom fighter, founded India Independence League in 1942 at Tokyo, Japan. Please remember this place also. It was founded in Tokyo, Japan. At which year? 1942. In which year? 1942. Okay. Later on, Subhash Chandra Bose came, but the real founder of India Independence League was Ras Behari Bose only. Okay, who was fugitive since I guess 1915 after the Home Rule movement. Okay, so let us move to the next question. In which of the following countries Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose started the Azad Hind Radio? Okay, so the first option is Japan, second is Austria, third is Germany, and option D is Malaysia. So please note that it is Azad in the radio, not Azad in the Sena. Azad in the radio is different and Azad in Sena is different. Okay, so let us move to the answer. So Azad in the radio was founded in Germany. Here is the explanation. Here is the photo of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and explanation is, after setting up a Free India Center in Berlin, Berlin is capital of Germany. Okay, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose started Azad in the radio as part of Germany's radio service, which first aired on 7 January 1942. Okay, please remember this date also. It can be asked in the examination. In which year? Not date, but only year. Okay, year is important. 1942. A widespread German-funded operation, the program were meant to show solidarity with Indians living abroad, as well as those still living in the subcontinent. Okay, they included news bulletins transmitted in English, Gujarati, Marathi, Bengali, Pashto, Tamil, Persian, and Telugu. Okay, so the important point is this radio was not only aired in English language, but it also included other languages, other regional languages of India like English, Gujarati, Marathi, Bengali, Pashto, Tamil, Persian, and Urdu, Telugu. Okay, so remember this point as well. It is important from the mains point of view. Okay, let us move to the next question. During which of the following movements did Mahatma Gandhi write, "Personally, I am so sick of slavery that I am even prepared to take the rise of anarchy"? Okay, so here anarchy means absence of total rule. Okay, anarchy. So in which of the following course of movement Mahatma Gandhi said this quote? Okay, so the first option is Home Rule movement, or is it non-cooperation movement, or is it civil disobedience movement, or is it Quit India movement? Read this quote again and think about it. Okay, so answer is Quit India movement, which was started in the year 1942, 8 August 1942 to be exact date. Okay, so explanation is quoted by Mahatma Gandhi during Quit India movement. See, it was the only moment when Mahatma Gandhi um, did not clearly oppose the violence also. Okay, uh, all other movements after violence, some form of violence, he stopped that movement. Okay, like non-cooperation movement. Uh, he stopped non-cooperation movement after the Chauri Chaura incident, 5th February 1922. Okay, like that, he also stopped the initial civil disobedience movement against the Rowlatt Act after the um, 13th April incident, which was Jallianwala Bagh massacre. But this was the moment he did not stop it. Okay, till the last breath. Okay, so remember this quote once again. Uh, Personally, I am so sick of slavery that I am even prepared to take the rise of anarchy. This was said in during Quit India movement. This is also previous year's question, so remember it. Okay, let us move to the next question. Who coined the slogan Quit India? Okay, so this slogan was given by whom? Quit India. Option A is Mahatma Gandhi, option B Yusuf Meher Ali, option C Jawaharlal Nehru और ऑप्शन डी अरुणा असफ अली. ओके, किसने दिया था ये क्विट इंडिया स्लोगन? ओके, सो आंसर इज यूसुफ मेहर अली. द क्विट इंडिया स्लोगन coined by Yusuf Meher Ali was adopted by Gandhiji for India's final nationwide campaign for the independence. One of the founders of the Congress Socialist Party, Yusuf Meher Ali. So another point to remember is Yusuf Meher Ali was socialist. Okay, he wrote, I hate ugliness and cruelty, and that is why I am a socialist. Okay, my socialism is based on aesthetic and ethical premises and not on economics. Okay, so that's what he said. And he was a voracious reader and the connoisseur of arts. He himself was a writer of couple of books and had founded a journal. Okay, please write in the comments who wrote the book Why Socialism. Okay, okay, so the next question is, where did the Congress Working Committee meet to pass out Quit India resolution on 14 July 1942? Okay, is it Bombay or Wardha or Lucknow or Calcutta? Please read the question carefully. It is saying that where the Congress Working Committee meet to pass the Quit India resolution. Okay, and that is also important. It is not 8 August 1942 but the 14 July 1942. 8 August 1942 actual movement was started. Okay, but where did the resolution pass? Is it Bombay, Wardha, Lucknow or Calcutta? Let us see the answer. It was in Wardha. Okay, the Wardha resolution is also known as Quit India resolution. Okay, this resolution was ratified in the All India Congress Committee at Bombay on 7th August 1942, and day after, on 8th August 1942, the actual movement started. Okay, here a non-violent mass struggle under the leadership of Gandhiji was sanctioned in the August Kranti Maidan. Here is a photo of August Kranti Maidan, which is in Mumbai. And Gandhi launched it from Gowalia Tank, Bombay. It is here also. Okay, it is here only. Next question. When Gandhiji was arrested during Salt Satyagraha, who took his place as the leader of the movement? Okay, first is Abbas Tayyab ji, second is Abdul Kalam Azad, third option is Jawaharlal Nehru, or option D is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So Salt Satyagraha was launched in 1930, we all know that, but Gandhiji was arrested after 2 to 3 months after the launching initial movement. Okay, so when he was arrested, who was the leader? Okay, of South, you have to find out. Okay, so let us see the answer. It was Abbas Tayyab ji. explanation is when Mahatma Gandhi appointed Tayyab ji at the age of 76. Okay, Tayyab ji was already 76 when he was leading the movement, to replace him as leader of the Salt Satyagraha in May 1930 after Gandhiji's arrest. Tayyab ji was arrested soon afterward and imprisoned by British Indian government. And after that, when the Tayyab ji was arrested, Aruna Asaf Ali took the charge. Okay, remember that also. So the chronology of leaders is Mahatma Gandhi, Tayyab ji for a few days. Afterwards he was arrested, and finally the movement was leader of the movement was Aruna Asaf Ali. Okay, it is that's what for now. Thank you very much. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Okay.